Dear friends, scholars and students, I am Professor Satish Prakash Shukla. I welcome you all again to this YouTube channel. Today we learn to use Excel functions to find the ranks and percentile ranks of the observations given in a particular data set. For that, first of all, we'll open an Excel sheet, and the sheet is opened. In this sheet, you can see the data are given in column B, and the range of the data is B7 to B31. It means total 30 observations are there in this data. We'll find the ranks of all these observations. First of all, we find the rank of the first observation that is given in B2, and the value of that observation is 7. And for that, we write equal rank, then we start bracket. After bracket, the cell address of the number of the observation for which the rank is to be found is to be written here, and the cell address of the first observation, that is 7, is B2, so we write here B2. Then we have to put comma. After comma, reference is to be written. Reference means the data range in the context of which the rank of that particular observation is to be found, and the data range, as we have seen, is B2 to B31. But in this function, while writing the data range, in the cell address that is written in the data range, in the cell address before the row number, we have to put $ like this. First we write B2. For that, column heading will be written as it is. Here it is B. Then we have to put here $ before the row number in which the observation is given. Row number is 2, so I write here 2. In this way, B2 will be written. After that, column is to be put. Then the last cell address of the data, and that is B31. And for that also, before column heading, we should not write any $ or anything. And after that, before the cell number of this cell address, row number of this cell address, we have to put $. So we put here $, then we write 31. In this way, the data range is to be written in this function, B$2 colon B$31. After that, in this function, we have to clarify the order. Order can be written for order out of 2 digits, 1 is to be written. The 2 digits are 0 and 1. Out of these two, 1 is to be written. And if we write here 0, then this function will give the first rank to the highest score of the observation. If we write here 1, then this function will give the first rank to the lowest score of the function of the data. I am writing here 0. Then I close the bracket and press enter key. In this way, the rank of the first number, that is 7, is found, and it is 30. It means according to this function, 7 is the lowest score of the data range of the data out of all 30 observations. 7 is the smallest, so it is given the last rank, that is 30. Now, for finding the ranks of remaining numbers, remaining observations, we have to copy this function and paste to in all the cells given at the right side of all the observation. For that, first of all, if this cell is not active, then we have to make it active. Then we have to bring this cursor to the tiny square that is found at the lower right side of the active cell. Here you can see the tiny square, and when we bring this cursor over that tiny square, then the shape of the cursor will be changed. Look at the screen. I am bringing it over that square, and the cursor's shape is changed. It has become plus sign. When it becomes plus, then you have to click twice rapidly. I am clicking twice rapidly, and you see what happens. The function is automatically copied and pasted to all the cells downwards up to the last blank cell near the last observation of the data. In this way, in C31, the rank of the last observation that is given in the data, that is 32, is found. Here 15, and you can see the lowest score is given the last rank, and the highest score according to this function, that is 91, is given first rank. If we want to give the lowest score the first rank, then we have to write there in order 1, and we want to give the lowest score the last rank, then we have to write 0 in the order in that function, particular function. One more thing is there, here it is seen that 20 appears twice in the data, so these both the observation are given the same rank. Sometimes we need the average rank for the data, for the observations which are repeating in the data. For that, another function is there. Only one addition is to be made in this function. How it is done? Let us see. First of all, we write a equal sign, then we write rank. After that, we put dot, and then we write AVG, average. Then in bracket, everything will be the same. Like first, the cell address of the observation for which the rank is to be found, and cell address of first observation 7 is B2, so we write here B2. Then we'll put comma, then data range with dollar sign, we'll write B $2 colon B $31, then we put comma. After that, either 0 or 1 is to be written. I am writing here 0 because I want to give the first rank to the highest score, so I am writing here 0. Then I close the bracket and press enter key. The rank of the first observation, that is 7, is given 30. Now if this cell is not active, then I will make it active. Then I bring this cursor to the tiny square that is seen at lower right side of the active cell, and when I bring it over that tiny square, then the shape of the cursor will change into plus sign. Then I click twice, and this function will be copied and pasted to all the cells downwards up to the last empty cell near the last observation. In this way, the ranks of all the observations have been found, and we can see the change. Here 20 comes twice, and this function gives both the 20's average ranks as it is seen on the screen, 25.5, 25.5. In the same way, 45 is given the average range. Here 45 is there, 10.5, 45 is there, 25. In this way, if any number is repeating in the data range, then the number which are repeating are given the average rank. In this way, we have found the ranks of all the observations. But remember, this function that we have used last cannot be used in the Excel version prior to 2007. Now we find the percentile rank of all the observations. For that, the function is equal, then percent rank, then in bracket, first of all, we have to write array. Array means data range in the context of which the percentile rank of the observation is to be found. The data range is the same, and it will be written in the same way it was written in that previous function, $2. In this function also, we have to put dollar sign, $2 colon $31 then we have to put comma. After that, the address of the first of the observation for which the percentile rank is to be found, and here we are going to find the percentile rank of the first of the, that is 7, and it is given in B2, so we write here B2. After that, we have to write the significance. We write here 3 for significance because we want 3 digits in percentile rank, and then we close the bracket and we press the enter key. Then the percentile rank will be given in decimal number. After decimal point, 3 digits will be there. To avoid this situation, if you want to have 2 digits before decimal point, then you have to put asterisk sign. It means the entire function is to be multiplied by 100. For that, we put here an asterisk sign for multiplication, and then we'll write 100, and then we press enter key, and we'll get the percentile rank of the first observation, that is 7, and the percentile rank of the same is found here 0. In this way, we can say that the lowest score of the data is given percentile rank 0. Now, to copy this function and paste to all the cells given near these observations, we have to first make this cell active. Then we have to bring the cursor over the tiny square given at lower right side of that active cell, and when the shape of the cursor will change into plus sign, then we click twice rapidly, and the function will be copied and pasted to all the cells, and in this way we'll find the percentile rank of all the numbers as seen on the screen. All the numbers are given the percentile rank, and you can see the lowest score where the last rank is given percentile rank 0, and the highest score 91, that is the first rank, is given the percentile rank 100. Another function is also there for percentile rank in which the first and last digits are ignored while giving the percentile rank, and this function works only in the Excel 2010 and later version, and the function is like equal sign percent rank, then dot, then exc, then in bracket everything will be the same as was there in the previous function, and first of all we write to the data range B2 to B31, but we have to put dollar sign also here, B$2 colon B$31, then comma, then the cell address of the observation for which the percentile rank is to be found, and that number is 7, that is given in B2, so we write here B2. Then for significance we write here 3. After that we close the bracket and then we put an asterisk sign, and then we write 100 and we press enter key. In this way the lowest score is given here 3.2 percentile rank. Then to copy this function to all the cells, first of all we make it active, then we bring this cursor over the tiny square that is found at lower right side of the active cell, and when we bring it over that, then the shape of the cursor will be changed into plus sign, then we press, then we click twice, and the function will be copied and pasted to all the cells, and in this way we'll get the percentile ranks of all the numbers. And you can see here the lowest score is given 3.2 percentile rank, and in the previous function it was given 0, and the highest score 91 is given 96.7, and in previous function it was given 100 percentile rank. In this way this function excludes the first and last digit. Friends, in this way we can find the ranks and percentile ranks of the observations in different ways. Hope you must have enjoyed this discussion. Now at the end we see how many functions we have used here, and the functions are like this. First we used rank that starts with equal sign rank, then x means the cell address for which the rank is to be found, then reference is there. Reference means the data range in the context of which the rank of x is to be found. Then order, in order we can write 0 or 1. If we write 0, then this function will give the first rank to the highest score, and if we write there 1, then this function will give the first rank to the lowest score of the data. And then we have used here rank dot average. This is used to give the average ranks to the numbers which are repeating in the data. Then we have used percentile rank function of percentile rank, that is equal percent rank. Then array means the data range uh, in the context of which the PR of x is to be found. Then x is the cell address of the number of which the PR is to be found, and the significance we write here 3 because we need 3 digits. Friends, hope you must have enjoyed this. Now we'll meet again with another topic on some particular day. Until then, stay safe, stay warm. Goodbye.